Morning, everybody. I'm going to talk about a couple of weird little things today, but before I do, I want to give a special shout out to good folks over at Rockstar. As anyone who watches my channel regularly knows, these things keep me sane, relatively speaking. So, I'm going to kind of jump around a bit today. Might be partial ADD, I don't know. But I just have this urge to jump around, so you're going to have to follow with me. I'll start with a subject that's very near and dear to my heart. Parenting. More importantly, co-parenting. Too many people have children and don't want to either be a parent at all or be a co-parent. What I mean by co-parent isn't just pay child support and get the kid every other weekend and do a couple things and whatever. Being a parent to me means raising an adult, putting aside your feelings for the other parent or lack of, and thinking about the best interest of your child or children. Now, for some of you, that may be a very difficult thing. Lord knows, for me, it's difficult. My ex-wife, I think, is determined to make my life a living hell, despite the fact that she's moved on and I've moved on. We're both in relationships now, great relationships. But regardless, a lot of people tend to think that if they can't get the other parent angry for whatever reason, they have to use the child as a pawn. And I'm not saying names. I'm not saying who I know does this or has done this. I will call those people sick individuals. A child is never a pawn. A child is a human being. A living, growing, impressionable human being. As a parent, we always want what's best for our kid, right? At least I do. Any parent worth their weight in salt will tell you that they want their children to grow up better than they did. That should be any parent's ultimate. I guess the final true measure of how you do as a parent is what you get as a final product, the final outcome, what that child grows up to be. If your child ends up in jail for a felony, you sucked as a parent. If your child ends up getting into a fight with a police officer, you sucked as a parent. If your child grows up to be president, you probably sucked as a parent. Or any politician for that matter. If your child grows up to be a doctor, if your child grows up to be a police officer or a soldier or whatever, you probably did your job as a parent. My son is 7.5. He wants to be something different every week. But the most commonly given answer by him is he wants to be in the military. He wants to be a Marine like his grandfather was. And someday he wants to be a policeman. Now, I know that in today's world that's not the most honorable thing, and frankly, a lot of parents would probably tell their 18-year-old child who decides they want to go join the military and then later become a police officer, that's probably not the best career path. It's certainly not the safest. It's going to cause a lot of sleepless nights. But it is honorable. Honor is something we should be instilling in our children. I think it's missing in today's society. Sorry about the biting my nails. I got a lot on my mind. So, if you're a parent, remember, and this is for the guys more than the girls. My father didn't teach me much because he was working 3, sometimes 4 jobs to make sure I had everything I needed growing up, and my sister. I want you to listen carefully to something I learned, that my father learned, that his father taught him. So it's a kind of old school thing that a lot of people here can probably relate to. Any boy with a penis can make a child. It takes a man to raise a child. It also takes a woman to raise a child, not a girl. So, on that same token, be a man, raise your child, your boy or your girl, and you'll have a productive member of society. On that same token, be a woman, raise your child, work with the father. You don't have to like each other. You don't even have to pretend to like each other. But do what's in your child's best interest. Don't talk crap about the other parent. Don't try to incite a fight with the other parent, especially in front of your child. Come on. You know, there's something to be said for there's too many guys who have kids that don't want anything to do with them. There's too many girls that have kids just to trap men. Both of them are assholes. They don't deserve children. And there's too many people who can't have children at all that would make terrific parents. I want you to think about that when you lay down tonight, when you look at your child, the next time you see your child, if you're not fortunate enough to have your child with you all the time. On to the next topic. I don't know if I have another topic today. That was pretty much what was on my mind last night for some reason. So, remember those things, people. You know, we all have somebody who wants to tell us it can't be done. Yeah, I got another topic. I'll try to make it quick. For those of you who are struggling, chasing your dreams, there's going to be naysayers, there's going to be doubters, there's going to be people who tell you what you want to do can't be done. Can't be done. To those people, I simply state, what would the world look like today, 2016, January 26th, 2016, if how do I say this? If the people like Bill Gates and Steve Jobs listened to the people who said it was impossible, what kind of world would we live in today if Henry Ford had listened to the doubters? If the Wright brothers or Thomas Edison listened to the critics? What kind of world would we live in today? We wouldn't have the light bulb, we wouldn't have cars, we wouldn't have computers in every household. We wouldn't have iPads and tablets, we wouldn't have iPhones, and we probably wouldn't have smartphones at all. So when someone tells you it can't be done, just know that it can. It's the people crazy enough to think they can change the world who do. Sure, you may have to break every rule in the book. Rules are made to be broken. Conventional rules are only there for people who are too lazy, too uncreative, and too uninspired to change the rules. A couple of you out there will watch this, who will hear this, and this will strike a chord with you. And I hope it keeps you motivated to keep doing change the world. Lead from the front. Love you all. Have a great day.